Well, good morning, TikTok, and maybe YouTube. We'll see. How y'all doing? Well. I just need to address this. Before we begin, I hate to be crass and perhaps a bit of an ass, but the truth is truth, and it is what it is. Now they've got Ryan, Fuckboy Delight, Ryan, Simp of the Year, Fuckboy Delight, on these lives lying for Gypsy. Ashley's Ash Blonde 6 in the comments, dogging the shit out of him. He's still, oh yeah, the divorce papers. Yeah, there was DNA. There was paternity. He's lying. No paternity tests were done because there was no baby. There was no baby to supply a fucking sample to match it up against anybody. They're lying, and there's no orders for it. But this is what I want to do. I want to talk about Ryan. The only reason he's up there lying for her like that is because he is so despicable and so disgusting. This is what's in the back of his head. I know why. I know how creeps like that think and how they act, okay? And behave. I know how they think. This is what he thinks. Maybe, just maybe, if I keep supporting her and I keep defending her and I keep making stupid compliments like she's the most beautiful girl in the world, just being honest. What a creep, man. Okay? He thinks if I continue to just lick her ass in public forums forever, maybe, just maybe one day again, I'll get a shot. Again, I hate to be crass and a bit of an ass. Maybe just one day, I'll get a shot of pussy without having to pay for it, trick a motherfucker, get a motherfucker drunk, or drink or drug them. Okay? All right? That's what Chomo Delight is thinking. That's how he thinks. Okay? Because, that's the only reason this sick fuck wrote her in prison, decided to marry her and spend all this money and do all that. The only reason he did that is because his fat, disgusting, sorry Chomo ass thought to himself, well, if I can just marry her, I'll get someone in the lowest level, they're in prison and trying to get out, and I'll marry him and take advantage of the fact that they need to get out. And I'll do that because if I can just get a wife, if I can just throw a net over a wife, or if I can just trick one to marry me, then I've got a constant flow of pussy forever. Doesn't matter how much I just let myself go and not take care of myself. That's how these type of guys think, man. They're all in it for themselves. These two pump, chomp, little dick energy motherfuckers. That's all she surrounds herself with because her dad's a weak man, see? So he's thinking, if I can just give me a wife, doesn't matter how fat I get, doesn't matter how stinky I get, doesn't matter how I just let myself go, it doesn't matter. Because once I got a wife, she has to submit to me. She married me. Doesn't matter how far I go. Doesn't matter she's got to fuck me because she's my wife. That is how sick motherfuckers like that think. Okay? And that is the only reason he's on there lying for her. There was a paternity test. That's all fake. That was televised by Lifetime. Okay? There is no paternity test anywhere. There's no order for him. And I'm sorry. Number one, pay attention. The bitch in open court said, I'm not pregnant on the day of finalization. So now, what are we supposed to do with that? She just lied to a judge in open court? I don't know if she was under oath or not, but that doesn't matter. You still shouldn't be lying to a fucking judge, whether you're sworn in or not. Or so then, what? Okay, then her minions are going to say, oh, well, you know what? She lied. She actually had the baby, before that. Okay, well, if that's the case, then let's talk about it. So let's say then the court date was December 9th. So, okay, let's say she had the baby December 3rd or 2nd, right? Let's just, for the sake of argument, because that's going to be their lie. What else can they say? Gypsy said, I'm not pregnant on the day of the finalization of the divorce. She said, I'm not. So the only thing they can say is, well, she actually had the baby a little bit early. Okay. That baby was due, I'm paying attention to everything, guys. That baby was due January 26th originally, okay? So so let's say it was born December 4th or 5th or something. So you mean to tell me this baby was born at 32 weeks gestation, a preemie, big time a preemie. If it's 35 weeks or left, it's a preemie. That's a preemie, for sure, and probably would have weighed 2 pounds and some change, maybe a little more. And wouldn't have gone home right away. It'd have been in NICU for a while. But we're supposed to believe that then. You can't have it both ways, motherfuckers. She can't sit in court and say, I'm not pregnant. Finalize my divorce, please. All right? You can't say that. So we can say she had it early. Well, you can't do that because then it would have been a preemie. And then they told us she weighed 6.5 pounds. Why would you lie about the birth weight of your baby? See, so here I got her in a catch. It's worse than a catch-22. I don't know what the fuck you even call it. But I got her all these different ways. Either she lied in court, which we know that's not what happened, or they're going to lie and say she had it a couple of days early, which we know that can't be true because it would have been fucking 32 weeks. And there's no way a 32-week gestation baby weighs 6 pounds. So they're lying about that too. So there you go. There you go. Good morning, everybody. See you in the next video.